Hey guys, and welcome to the first ever Tuesday Talk with Tuner. My name, obviously, is UG Tuner, and this is where we will be talking about a lot of different things: mental health, depression, anxiety, um, from that to motivational money mindset, and even what's going on around the world. I'm definitely wanting to work on this and grow this and change this and help people and get some topics started and discussion started. If you guys also have some ideas for topics, or if you guys see a topic that you would like to see, or if you guys want to add your own 2 cents in, please do not hesitate to comment down below. Let me know what you guys want to hear. Let me know what you guys have for your 2 cents in terms of topics. I want to be able to create a space that people love to come and talk in and enjoy and feel free to talk about things that maybe other people aren't comfortable talking about. So yeah, let me know down below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, subscribe, comment, let me know, and let's get right into the video. What's up, guys? Welcome to the very first episode of Tuesday Talk with Tuner. Now, I hope you enjoyed that intro. Now, the biggest thing that I want to add on to that intro is that it's not just the mental health side of things. It's going to be talking about a wide range of topics, whatever we feel like talking about. But the thing that I want to really start with is the reason I'm starting it in September is, as hopefully some of you know, that this month, September, is National Suicide Prevention Awareness Month. Well, it just says September is Suicide Prevention Awareness Month, so I don't think it's national, but it's there. And I think that's really important to talk about and to discuss, because something that I feel like a lot of people grow up with and society has us believe is that um, you may be going through something, sure, but so and so is going through it worse. Or, oh, something is going through this, or, you may be dealing with this. Oh, there's starving kids in Africa. I know you've heard of that one before. And that one makes sense, to an extent, and I agree with it, because if we don't, then people just bitch about anything and everything. But the thing that I want to talk about specifically, because we hear it so much, and we're put into such this, we're put into this idea that no matter what's going on, you can't complain because there's someone who has it worse. And let me give you a personal example. A couple years ago, I had someone who was really, really close to me commit suicide, and I I'm not gonna. They weren't blood related. They weren't, all that. They were very close to me. I ended up being very close to them. Within the time that I had known them, but kind of with the growing up and the raising that I had, I always had thought, oh well, his mom, his dad, his brother, his close family members, his best friends are going through it a lot worse. So I can't complain. I can't, talk about how I feel. And although that's definitely not what my parents, I feel like, wanted to happen, my mom, but that is how I felt in a sense. And that's something that really screwed me over, because I never was able to um, focus on healing myself, because there was always someone, oh, there's someone going through it worse. So right now, the biggest reason I want to bring this up is because I want you to know that no matter what you're going through, sure, there may be someone going through it worse, but they're not living your life. They're not experiencing the things that you are feeling. And I think that's really important for people to acknowledge is, sure, someone could be going through it worse, but you're going through your own journey. They're going through their path. You're not concerned with how they grow. You're not concerned with how they mature. You're not concerned with how they deal with it, if they ever choose to deal with it. You need to focus on you. And that is the biggest reason why I want to start this um, weekly episodic, whatever. I don't know what it's going to be called. Maybe we're going to turn it into a podcast. I have no idea. But the biggest thing is that it's going to be just talking about things like I had said, about depression, about suicidal thoughts, about anxiety, about things like that, because I feel like as a society, we're kind of raised with the idea, and this is an overall thing, is like, oh, well, you don't have anxiety because so and so has anxiety and this is what they've gone through, or you don't have depression because what have you gone through. And that's something that we really need to change and have an open discussion about, because it's such an important thing. Because I'm going to be completely honest, and this might be a little too raw, a little too real for the very first episode, but I was going through some stuff. I'm not gonna say when, because whatever. But I did have some suicidal thoughts. First time ever in my life, by the way, and that was really scary. But if I would have kept that in, the chances of them coming back were, I'm gonna be honest, probably pretty high, because I was in a really down spot. And if I didn't talk to my girlfriend about it, and I wasn't open and honest, then it's a conversation that is left unsaid, and that is, I think, one of the hardest, most difficult conversations that weigh on our mind, because it is something that it's there, and whether we feel like we can't talk to whoever, or we feel like, whatever the reason may be, that is completely on you. I'm not here to dissect that. I'm not here to even point at that. I'm just saying that there are topics that we feel we can't talk about, and for one reason or the other. But I want to be that podcast. I want to be that episode. I want to be that YouTube video. I want to be whatever that allows people to talk about it. And if you need anything, this is what this is for. And this is working towards that. I want everyone to know that you should be focused on your healing and your journey, and not simply just brush it off as someone has it worse and someone is going through whatever, because that is the most dangerous thing, I feel like, that anybody can say to themselves, because it holds such power, and it's such a thing that's like, sure, that's true, that's definitely true, I admit, I can't say that I'm feeling more pain than his family, but to ignore how it affected me is definitely not good, and definitely something that I want to help change. Even if it's one person, I want to help change their mindset on that, and be like, holy shit, yes, things are worse for some other people. I'm going through this thing, but this is big for me, and I want to be able to work on it, and that's what I want to open the door. And even if it's, like I said, even if it's just one person, that is completely fine with me. I will not judge. I'm not here to, I don't need, 100,000 people to say, hey, you've helped me. I just need one person to say, holy shit, you at least opened my eyes to this. And as long as I do that, I'll be good. I'll be happy. And I hope that I can do that. But okay, so it was a pretty overall basic episode. I apologize. Next week, we're going to get into a little bit more in depth about my story, and a little bit more about how that affected me and how some other things affected me. And just a little bit more story about what has happened in my life, and kind of talk about how, what I've learned from that, and how I've learned to overcome those hills and overcome that thought, because it is something that, it's difficult to say, hey, this person is going through this, but this, whatever I'm going through may be smaller to them, but it's massive to me. So we're going to be talking about that next week. I hope you guys come back and enjoy. I think one thing that I want you to think about in the next week is to think about something that has affected you, but you have played off, or maybe not given attention to, simply because somebody's going through it worse. And that doesn't have to be suicide. That doesn't have to be that. It could be, a natural death of a family member. It could be a breakup. It could be you getting together with someone. It could be anything that is, a parent divorce, whatever, anything and everything, a parenting fail, whatever, anything. I want you to sit down in the next week and think about, okay, shit, so this had affected me, and, what can I do to work on it? And it doesn't need to be, something crazy. It doesn't need to be something big to society. It needs to be big to you. and that is all that is required. And you may not think it's big, and that's fine, but just something that has affected your life and how you are as a person today. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I'm definitely excited to talk about next week. Talk to you guys next week. Next week's gonna be a little longer of an episode because I do have a story. I have quite a story to tell you. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I hope to see you guys next week. Bye.